Welcome back to Mom Survival. Today's video is a little bit behind. This article is posted on September 12th, but I still think it's important, so we're going to go ahead and talk about it. Get your tinfoil hat on because we're diving into another controversial topic. I'm not even going to discuss the jab. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we just went through this big pandemic, right? And there was a big push for everybody to get something in here, right? And a lot of us were saying, don't do it. It's bad. There's not enough research. There's other things in it, blah, blah, blah. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm not even going to get into that. And if you don't realize that that wasn't actually what they were pushing, then I don't even know why you're watching this channel. But this is just further proof of there is an agenda. And that is to continue to make Americans sicker, or I guess not even Americans. This is a worldwide thing now, I think we know. But to make the world, the people of the world sicker, to push depopulation, to make sure that they can continue to pump you full of chemicals and make sure that they can continue to take away choices that you have to treat yourself at home. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into this article that the FDA put out. So this is from the FDA advisory panel, and the title of this article is Sudafed, Benadryl, and most decongestants do not work. I already gotta stop at this title because it just makes me laugh. Like, it just continues to show the ignorance of this government and how much they think that we hang on every word that they say, and how much we think, like, any advice they give, especially medically, especially after the pandemic, that we're going to, like, just cling to it and follow everything that they say. And so it just makes me laugh that these medicines that we've been using for 30 plus years, some of them even longer than that, they're trying to say, oh yeah, they don't work. They might have worked last couple of years for you, but they no longer work. An advisory panel of the Food and Drug Administration stated today that virtually all over-the-counter decongestants simply don't work. The FDA panel found that, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that word, the active ingredient in Sudafed, Benadryl, and Robitussin and other decongestants are nearly useless at reducing nasal congestion. And I'm just laughing because it's like we've used these for years, and it's like they do work. That's why people buy them. That's why people have their favorite brand. That's why people keep them in their medicine cabinets, because they do work. And it just shows like how much people are starting to like rely on the system. Again, that's what they want you to do is, here, take our handouts, take our handouts, take our handouts. But we're going to tell you what's best for you. We're going to tell you, it doesn't matter what the truth is. It doesn't matter what you've been personally proven to yourself. We're going to tell you, and you're going to listen, because we're giving you all this free stuff and we know best. I'm the government and I'm here to help. This is the main reason why I'm making this video, because obviously as preppers, we need to be informed what we need to be stocking up on. So listen to this. The advisory panel's ruling might soon lead to these oral products being pulled off the shelves nationwide. That's right. You are no longer going to have access to these items, even though, like I keep repeating and reading over in this video, you know they work. You know, you've seen them make your kids feel better. You've seen them make yourself feel better. It is an easy, inexpensive way for you to treat yourself at home and not have to go into the doctor, not have to rely on somebody else. You can just like go to the store and get it yourself. They are taking that option away from you. They are going to force you to shuffle into a doctor's office where they might put other regulations on who can enter that, right? Oh, you didn't get oh, sorry, you can't come into our office. Oh, you're not on our food stamp system. You're growing your own food. Oh, sorry, you can't come in here. We don't accept those types of people. There's no limit to stopping them. This is all about control. This is all about making sure that you are as reliant on them as possible. And let's be honest, if you can't get those medicines and your kid's sick, who's not going to go to the doctor's office and do what they have to do to save their kid's life? Because colds can get out of control. Millions of people die from the flu. Apparently not last year or the year before, because there was no flu. You know, when the pandemic was happening, it just went away. But millions of people do die from that every year. So who's not going to do what they have to do for their kids? You know, it's scary. It's really scary to think about the amount of control that they're really starting to implement. And most people aren't reading in between the lines. This drug and this oral dose should have been removed from the market a long time ago. The patient's community requires and deserves medications that treat their symptoms safely and effectively, and don't believe that this medication does. They probably shouldn't even be adding this in here. I don't even know if YouTube's going to let me post this, but I'm laughing because, again, and I said I wasn't going to cover it, but the thing that they were pushing, there's so many deaths and so many people struggling with, like, long-term issues with it. That's the most I'm going to say. They're not even talking about it. I actually made a video over that, and YouTube took it down because they don't want people knowing that and talking about that. So it just makes me laugh that they're trying to push something that is definitely not safe and are in the process of making another one of those things, even though we're not even in the middle of another pandemic. And yet these drugs that have been proven to be safe for a very long time are no longer safe. Can you tell I'm getting heated? So needless to say, the entire point of making this video is just to warn you, this is what's going on, this is what their plan is, and to make sure that you are stocked up at home, especially my mom is out there with littles. Make sure you have what you need at home, especially because I know for us, our shelves have never recouped from the pandemic. We still have holes, especially in our medicine. I don't think it's ever recouped from everything being shut down. So I can't even imagine, like, how empty things will be if they do start pulling things off the shelf. So just be prepared, be ready, and make sure you have what you need. That's gonna be it for today's video, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye!